What's up, guys? We're back. Another beautiful day outside and gonna do something a little different. Not gonna be working on stuff, not gonna be dragging rusty things in, but still cool nonetheless. I get a lot of questions like, Tim, how many cars do you have? Tim, where's the so-and-so? Tim, I haven't seen the whatever. Well, we're gonna start doing little videos kind of showing you some of my toys, my hot rods, my classics here and there, just little fillers, you know, little quickies, if you will. And first we're gonna start off with the truck that I get asked about the most, probably one of my favorites. It's right here. Oh yeah. So, right here, one of my favorites. Don't see these often. 1977 Chevrolet LUV. Yes, LUV, light utility vehicle. Love this thing. As you can see, it's got my little touches on it, you know. Big Steelies and cap guy. Had to go with those. Now, some of you guys may remember, used to have blue wheels, spike lug nuts and stuff. Changed it up a few months ago. You know, I've had this thing, oh man, a long time. So, story with this truck is my grandfather used to buy and sell cars. Well, actually still does. Buys and sells some cars. Bought this thing at a local auction, had a dead battery. So, okay, cool, I'll take it home, put a battery in it. Well, turns out that it had a dead battery and it had a rod hanging through the side of the block. After about a year looking for a motor, couldn't find one. So he was going to scrap it. I wasn't going to have that because everyone knows I'm a hoarder. So I took it. I looked for a motor for about a year. Couldn't find one. So that's when I decided to hot rod it up a little bit. Now, this was the very first vehicle that I ever motor swapped with a motor that didn't come in the vehicle, never came in the vehicle, and no one made a kit for. So I made this motor swap stuff pretty much all by myself. I had some help from Eric Evans, Queen City Speed. He helped me with the harness and stuff, and you know, guided me along the way. But this was probably 2010, maybe 09. There wasn't a whole lot of information out on these things, and I wanted to do something different. So we'll get to that in a second. But before we get any closer, take a minute for me. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe if you're not already. We're coming up where we got like 2,000 subscribers now, which doesn't sound like anything for the people that get 2,000 more subscribers per day, but pretty good for us, I think. So let's start on the inside. So when you open this Chariot up, you can see it's got, I mean, just the classiest blue interior. Now, I love colored interior. If you know me, big colored interior guy. So, first glance, you might think this is just a, you know, a truck stop blanket, but this is actually sewn and pleated onto the seat. My dad did this for me years ago, cussed the entire time, I'm sure, because he had to sew all this up, and this isn't great material to work with. So, actually a sewn seat cover. He also sewed me up some carpet. I think that's the only thing replaced. You know, obviously put a blue comfort grip on there, and you know I have to keep old Lady Luck with me. Hot rod gauges hanging out, air freshener for fun, but just real simple interior, you know. And you know, obviously it's got the finest wing window cruise control. And for those that don't know, that's the name of my dad's shop. And just so happened, he started his shop in 77, and this was a 77. So just thought it was kind of neat. All right, now, here's where we keep the action. You ready? Ready for this? Not what you were thinking. 2001 VORTEC V6 4.3 out of an S10, backed up by a 5-speed manual. No, it's not an LS. No, it's not a big block. No, it's not a 383 stroker. But you would be surprised at how quick this thing actually is. This thing makes great torque. It's not terribly heavy. It keeps the weight balance really well, like versus putting a big block in front of this thing, and it just kills the driving characteristics of it. So decided to go with this mainly because I found a rolled over S10 super cheap way back in the day. So this is what I got. All the stock harness was reused. Like I said, Eric helped me with that. eBay radiator that we cut up and moved around. It's got an electric fan on the front. Funny enough, 55 Cadillac DeVille alternator brackets and pulleys. It's a regular small block there. Super simple. Reuse the clutch master out of the S10. Real simple setup. And the best part is it's quiet. Like any fuel injection vehicle, you just bump the switch. It's nice and quiet. Nice and quiet. As for the stance, these trucks have torsion bars in the front, so you just crank those down a little bit. You give the bump stops a haircut. That's the front. The back has 3-inch lowering blocks, so super easy to do the suspension. Obviously factory disc brakes, which is really neat. Those were redone. The thing, we did an Isuzu diesel pup rear end to help the gear ratio, because originally it would only do like 65, so that's much better. And we're on a 195 75 14, so real simple. Little white wall action, you know. Gives it a pretty cool little look. So for those of you who made it, thanks for sticking around. Just kind of show you a little bit about my vehicles. For the people that asked, I do still have them because I'm a hoarder. I don't sell things. So yeah, this is one of my favorites. We're going to start doing at least the finished ones, so you get a little better feel for them. I've already seen the Buick, so we'll see what we do next. But hey, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, see ya.